Hi, this is Annette Kinship on segment 2 for Yoga Beginnings, or part 2, Local Motion. This is about fitness and you. Please listen to segment 1 or part 1 before moving on to this segment. While we'll be handling Ashtanga, Vinyasa Yoga, and Hatha Yoga and different types of yoga in some of these first videos, especially Yoga Beginnings, we will be talking about many different fitness programs to get the structure that you're looking for. Remember, keeping fit takes discipline. You can start small, 1 time a week, 5 minutes a week, and work up to 10 minutes a week and twice a week. More is better, but anywhere that you might start is going to be the best. Some of you watching this might have this kind of fire in you, and you've got the external and internal power to get this kind of an exercise going, but many people don't have this fire. Either way, if you do or don't, Yoga Beginnings has something for you to give you more in your structure and in your discipline. Please remember, we are all in a different place in our health journey. None immune to weakness at intervals of time. We can all support each other in building strength in the physical, mindful, heartful, and spiritual. All of us, whether we are thin, large, teeny, huge, injured, tethered, or just sad, are in a different mindset. Our health can change depending on those 4 categories: physical, mindful, heartful, and spiritual. All categories, all 4 categories, physical, mindful, heartful, and spiritual, can feed our health or steal from it. We all are in a different physical status.
Hi, this is Annette again. Hopefully you're looking at some of these videos from start to finish. This is actually only the second one. And I want to talk about yoga. We're talking about yoga and a couple of tools. These are important tools to have, especially if you're a beginner. Definitely if you're a beginner. And even if you're an intermediate, advanced people are stretched out and already maybe have the strength and the stretch to not need the tools to work with to get to that point. But they really help you do and fine-tune yourself. They are not a handicap. They're an actual tool to help you be better at doing your yoga performance. The straps help you with different things on your sitting down or lying down and working the legs and opening it up before you even maybe do some of the poses. They help open up the hips and they help to open up the shoulder by reaching back and holding on to the strap and working your fingertips down the strap. So there's lots of tools. We're going to talk about tools. We're going to talk about you know what you're living through, you know what you've done, you know your traumas, you know your successes, you know where you're at. I'm hoping to be here and to help you be powerful and strong in your life and determined, and help you get more determined. I usually have a skinny yoga body, but the past 5 years has been really tough. I had some trauma 10 years ago, and it's just put me in a difficult position to really be able to lose the weight. And yet, I want to be here for you. I want to show you that you can stretch and you can lengthen and you can be powerful in your body. And maybe I'll lose my weight while we do this. If you're already skinny, the skinny isn't what we're talking about. We're talking about getting the body to perform how we want it to, getting the joints to move, to keep the joints lubricated. The joints need synovial fluid, and the less we move the joints, the less synovial fluid the body produces. So the more we move our joints, the more the body says, I need more synovial fluid to move my wrist. And so then it builds up the synovial fluid and it's there for you when you go to use it instead of being stiff. So we want to always keep moving. Whether you're 100 years old or 8 years old, you want to work the body, you want to keep it moving. We don't live on the farms. Well, not all of us live on farms anymore where we're tending the cows and getting up at 4 o'clock and doing our work on the gardens. And those of you that are, you need it for other reasons. It's for stretch and lengthening and keep the body so that it's flexible. We will talk about yoga, tone and conditioning, strengthening, healthy foods to feel good, the nutrient levels that you might need. We're going to talk about flowers, we're going to talk about herbs, we're going to talk about many sources of life that will help you be who you want to be and be in joy. I know it's difficult. I've had my own trauma, as I said, and it's difficult. Oppression tries to jump in on us. Depression tries to steal us away, and it is tough out there. It's tough. So I'm here just to be one more person to take you the distance, to pull you out, bring you in to the goodness, and find a way to smile, and or if you're smiling, find a way to feel stronger. We'll just keep going. This is the second video. The first one was just an introduction to who I am. My name is Annette again. Those are the tools, the main tools we need. You can have a yoga mat or just a towel. Whatever you got, do with what you got till you get what you want. Yoga mats are nice because you can just lay them out. You can take them to the beach. You can do yoga anywhere you want or just exercise.
In all exercises, we need to remember to breathe.
Hi, it's Annette again. I want to talk really about breath. Breath is really very, very important. The breath life, we've talked about that being so important. We know that breathing is important for our lungs and our heart because it carries the oxygen through our body to the rest of our body, through the lungs, through the heart, right? It goes and takes it from the lungs. We want to really have that in our mind picture, how important it is to be breathing. There are breaths that we can take, just normal, hanging around, we're breathing. And there's breaths we can take through the nose, fill the lungs, and exhale out. The issue that I find that has happened, and I had to learn it myself because I want to look pretty, so I often suck my tummy in when I breathe, and I tuck it in so that I look smaller, especially now that I'm a little bit more weighted than I want to be. But even when I was skinny, I would suck my tummy in as I took a breath in, whether it was through my nose or my mouth. I would take that breath in. You need to picture you have 2 lungs, right? We have lungs, and those lungs sit on top of the diaphragm. Some of you already know this. Some of you, it's either new to you or you didn't really get it. We're just going to talk about it no matter what, because it's part of the importance of any exercise that you know how to breathe during an exercise. So here we are, we got 2 lungs. We have a heart in there somewhere. We got a bunch of stuff in there, right? And then we have, we'll get a better demonstration another time. But we want to just show it. Here, I'm just going to put it on the ground, and I'm going to paint this picture for you. 2 lungs. This is the top of the diaphragm. It doesn't have this bottom part on it. It's just curved like that. When you exhale, it comes upward. They call it like a mushroom top. So we've got 2 lungs, mushroom top, and then when you breathe in, that mushroom top gets moved down. So it actually inverts this way, pushing your organs down, your liver and your stomach and your spleen and your gallbladder. Everything gets moved down, even your intestines. So if you're breathing correctly, When you inhale here, this now gets inverted. Deep breath in. Let's go up here with me again. Picture those lungs. Picture that diaphragm coming up like the top of a mushroom, like that. You exhaled. The lungs are empty-ish, so that diaphragm is up. Then when you take a deep breath and you suck your gut in, those lungs can't do what they're supposed to do. They can't fill to the bottom. They can't fill to the base because that diaphragm is trying to stay upward because you're sucking in your muscle, which is making all those organs stay in their position while the diaphragm is trying to drop down into an inverted mushroom shape. So that breathing doesn't work very well, especially when you're trying to fill the lungs with lots of good oxygen. That doesn't work. This here, the diaphragm up, you've exhaled. You've released the breath. Not all the way, but you've released it. So the diaphragm is in a relaxed position, mushroomed up. And then, if you exhale even more, the stomach comes back. You pull that stomach in then. You go. Now that stomach comes in and you can push all those organs up. That's allowed. You can let them in. Then we need that breath inward again, and not exhaling, we need an inhale. So and sadly, we get a belly. We push our belly out. Even when we're skinny, that belly will come out because what's happening is the organs are now having to be compressed from the diaphragm dropping down in that inverted mushroom shape or upside down mushroom. Then you exhale again. Diaphragm relaxes. Inhale. Belly comes out. Exhale. Relax diaphragm. Very important to pay attention to that. Very important that when we go to do our breath in the mountain pose, we're just going to stay with mountain pose right now. Deep breath in, belly out. Exhale to prayer pose. Belly in, organs get to come inward. Diaphragm goes back to that mushroom shape upward. And then we inhale again. Diaphragm drops down inverted, an inverted mushroom. Stomach protrudes. Exhale. Deep breath in. Stomach protrudes. Exhale. You get to bring the stomach in and have the flat belly again. This isn't just if you have weight. Skinny people, you have to, or thin people, I don't mean to call it skinny. The protrusion is a good thing because then you know that you have dropped that diaphragm down, inverted it, right? And all your organs and intestines are pushing down on each other, which the only place they have to go is outward, which is good because the other benefit in that is you get to massage your liver, you get to massage your stomach and your spleen. As that diaphragm drops down, it's like it gives it a massage. It causes an action for the liver to function better. It causes an action for the stomach to function better because it's getting like a workout. So breathe in, picture your organs. Stomach getting a workout, liver getting a workout, helping it to work better. Exhale. Diaphragm relaxes, liver, gallbladder, spleen, stomach, intestines are all back where they're supposed to be. But really, when you breathe deep in, they're supposed to come out and get massaged, etc. So one more time. Deep breath in. Stomach protrudes, upper arms are close to the ears, knees are not bent, but they're not locked. Hips are scooped forward. Stomach protrudes because you still in that deep breath in. And then when you exhale, the body moves inward, the abdomen moves inward, releasing, and the diaphragm goes back to that upper mushroom shape. No longer inverted, relaxed. There's lots more to breath, lots more to deep breath through the nose or through the mouth. Exhaling through the mouth, but inhaling through the nose. Exhaling and inhaling only from the nose. Exhaling and inhaling just from the mouth, depending on the exercise, depending on the weightlifting or whatever it is you're doing. If you're lifting your laundry or something like that at home, we're going to talk about how to utilize muscle training and strengthening into your daily life, even when you pick up your laundry basket or you take something out of a car or you put it in the car, your backpack, carrying it. We want to keep the body in shape as we work it into shape, or if you're already in shape, we want to keep the body in shape and we don't want to lose that. We don't want to have tight muscles so that you go to pick up your backpack, even if you're 20 and you've been working out and you got all these nice strong muscles, but you haven't been lengthening those muscles, you could pull joints out of place because there's no give. You get that point? We're going to use demonstrations of different things. I might even get a skeleton at some point and show you that and how different muscles pull on those joints. And if they get too built up, just strong, but they're not lengthened, then you're not going to get that movement, that freedom. So breath life, movement, the body being able to shift, the bone structure not getting all crunched up together and or tight, the synovial fluid that goes to the joints so they can move freely gets built up the more you use it. So if all you're doing is waving, we get synovial fluid. The brain says more synovial fluid for that joint. The joint is telling the brain, I need more synovial fluid. So it's kind of like this back and forth connection that causes the balance. That's it for now. We'll go into more leg stuff and hip stuff and more of the detailed poses. Each week, we're going to try to put up one, at least, video per week for right now as we build up a, what do you call it, a supply of them. And as we get more, then maybe we can have more out there. And then we're going to start some classes. They're going to be kind of like 6-week series where you learn basics, and then maybe we'll go back to learning basics, second basics, intermediate, and work to advance depending on your stage, what your age is. And this information is for the young and the old. You can take any of this and work with it. You've got to listen to your body. You know your injuries. You know your qualities. You know what you got going on. I don't. Just take care of things. Always wear a wristband if you're doing wrist work, if you've got wrist problems. There's things I will teach you if you're on your wrist, how to cup your hands to protect your wrist. There's a lot of really great stuff. So, take care. Till the next one.
This is Yoga Beginnings with LOCO'Motion. Thank you for joining me, Annette. Please like and subscribe if you would like to hear about the next videos as they are put up.
Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Natra Prana Sagno Navata Saptadatu Navapanchakosha